so excited to bring on the throuple.
Yes.
Okay, Charles, Corey, and Vonn.
Ooh.
The very, very, very fine throuple. We have been enjoying each other's conversations, bringing them on to talk about all sorts of things around Valentine's Day, Galentine's, Friendin' times, whatever times you want to celebrate, all the times. Okay, we thought it was a perfect opportunity to get everybody on Caribbean Island. Okay, Erry and I are still so cuffed up. I'm never gonna get tired.
That's so corny.
I'm never gonna get tired of saying that. We are still so cuffed up, guys, on Caribbean Island. And okay, wait. Let us welcome everybody with some legs. Okay, everybody.
Yes.
Put your head towards the camera.
Hold on. Yes.
Yeah, everybody. Okay, this is for you. You
for
get a lay. You get a lay. Everybody get a lay. Y'all all get one.
Ole, ole.
On Caribbean Island.
Ole, ole.
So let's get into the introduction. Introduce the throuple and bring him over. Oui, je parle français, ça y a solaire. Je parle français, allo espagnol, mon parle créole. I speak the English too. I speak all the languages. And we are working on what else right now? Portuguese. Também estou tratando de falar português também. Corey and Charles have been together going on 9 years, and they have been both with Vonn, which is a dear, dear friend of Erry as well, for 3 years now. Okay, so we've got lots of time together in that throuple. Leo situation going on over there. Okay, spicy.
Okay, Scorpion Leo. I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about signs. I do not.
I know my rising sun.
What's your rising sun?
I think my rising sun is Venus. Or my ninth house or something like that. Okay. The throuple's gonna get us all the way together, okay, real quick. Okay, so let's invite them in without further ado. Before we get started with them, we've got to thank our sponsor. This episode is so sponsored by Complete Wellness. Their team is all about supporting your journey to lifelong health with care, inspiration, and empowerment.
We are proud to have them in our corner.
Complete Wellness. Completely you. Shake this feeling. Are y'all laughing at our attempt to sing your song? What's going on?
We've been in here the whole time. Like, do I need to record?
So y'all was dancing along with us with the I can't shake.
It was.
Okay. We have some celebrities into his house. Okay, first of all, let's give them their names. And he brought 3 with us. So, okay, here you go.
Yeah.
We have 3. Okay, we want to make sure we have enough for everybody. How y'all doing?
I'm good. Just been relaxing. They work today. I've been at home.
Really, they went to go get the bacon. I made sure I stayed home to get ready.
They get
okay. Right. There you go. We love everybody knowing their roles and their responsibilities, okay, to make this thing happen.
I say
we do flip flop every now and again.
Yeah, we do. Ooh, we're gonna get into the flip flop.
I feel like I taught Corey how to cook.
Gay.
Nah.
Yeah. Wait, can y'all hear us now? Y'all can hear us?
Yeah. Yes. Oh yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so we are ready to get into what the theme of tonight is. Thank y'all so much for making the time. I know Corey and Vonn, y'all were working. Charles, he was doing a little bit of relaxing, but hopefully we can all do some relaxing together. Do we have our favorite beverage for tonight?
Okay.
We should look at
Oh my God.
Okay. You'll grab it in a little bit. Maybe one of y'all could go ahead and grab it, and then maybe Charles.
What are you talking? Oh!
That's okay. What we need to figure it out. What we need to figure out right now.
Get that wine cooler.
Should we get the wine cooler? Can we put wine coolers on Instagram Live?
Yeah,
I think we can.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then
but look, bear with us. We do not go live at all.
That's okay.
Yes, you can put wine coolers on there. Don't show the label though, because they ain't paying you.
Don't show the label yet, because they're not paying you. When they start paying you.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, okay. So while one of you maybe gets the wine coolers or y'all get situated, why don't Charles, you start out letting us know how you all met. Like, what's your story As we've shared before, Erry was a very, very close friend. Is a very close friend of Vonn.
I know Vonn. Yeah.
Okay, so we know more about Vonn than we know about the entire triple threat, triple throuple that y'all are. So we want to get into how y'all met, share your story, and then that's something light to start, okay? And then we'll get into we'll get into love has no limit in a little bit.
Okay. So, me and Corey actually met on Tinder. Back when I was in college, 2017, 2018. And we actually met Vonn on TikTok.
Oh.
So, we
So
actually
a Tinder success story and a TikTok success story.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually had the idea to be in a throuple. We was watching Sex Education. Are y'all familiar with the show?
Yes. Oh, we love that show. I love it.
And the throuple, it was a girl and two guys.
Yeah.
It intrigued us, and we was like, you know what? Let's try dating. Let's try like bringing someone on and see, you know, how it is. Because we've always been like very secure in each other. So it was like, let's spice it, let's have some fun, and then.
It's me. I'm the spice.
Vonn, you done crashed and said, hello, I'm here. I'm here to spice things up for y'all.
Yeah. And it's funny because when I slid in his DMs, he like went in on me. He was like, you got a man. What are you doing? And I'm like, wait a minute, he's right here. I'm like, we're together. Like, no, like,
I'm going to tell your man.
Well,
and I was sure was.
Immediately, he was like, I am so sorry. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then, but that was what, 2022, 2021? 3 years later, we here.
That was a long time
We
ago.
were in North Carolina. We recently moved to San Diego. And
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It looks so good. I'm sure that cannot have been easy, right? Like, even with your reactions, Vonn, when you're like, oh, wait a minute. You know, what's going on? But I gotta say, just watching the three of you, y'all mesh so well together. I am getting my, like, Destiny's Child, like
but you all Beyonce.
No, everybody's a Beyonce. Y'all all Beyonce. Y'all can't all be Beyonce? What's going on?
Right. You could be Beyonce.
there's one Beyonce.
I think we could be Beyonce.
It looks like you done started.
There's enough syllables in there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and until now, so 9 years together, the two of you, Charles and Corey, and then you, Vonn, coming in, it has been a wild ride, right? So starting out on TikTok together, from doing Zodiac, how did the Zodiac content come about? Like, is one of you more in love with Zodiac than the other, and then everybody else was like, okay, this is what we're doing?
It just, well, you want to tell you was about to
I would say because it was one day we was trying to find a video to do. What was watching?
Was it? I think it was I Love New York.
No, it was with Countess Vonn.
Oh!
What was happening with Countess Vonn? We love us some Countess Vonn.
Countess Vonn.
We was watching some Hollywood Divas, right? And then there was one scene where Countess was going in on Golden and was like, well, you the one that's having a tantrum.
Yeah. You the one having a tantrum?
No, I'm not having a tantrum. This is...
And when I tell you, we was on the floor. So now, we was kind of like, well, what can we do to react to sound and make everybody included in the sound?
Yeah.
Let's put Zodiac's on it.
But the Zodiac's on
And one thing about Niko, he really is interested in Zodiac.
Oh, yeah. He put me on.
Yeah, that was honestly the video that got me into it. Like, you know, I was raised Christian, so it's like I knew about it. Like, I knew I was an Aquarius like since birth, but like I didn't like get into Zodiac until after that video. Now I've just learned so much. Like, it definitely, like, that one video definitely like shifted our whole lives. It was like, yeah, we can keep doing this. Like,
I love that it was born out of you guys wanting to be to include everyone in it instead of, you know, pushing one to the side or making it just about one person. So I love that that's how it came about. You had a conversation. I was like, okay, let's find something that we all can participate in, and that's beautiful.
So Niko, you're the Aquarius. What about you, Vonn and Corey?
Oh, hold on. Don't tell him. Why don't you guess?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say I want to say, hold on. I want to say Corey. I'm getting some like spicy vibes. I'm gonna go for Scorpio for you.
Oh, that's good. Okay. All right.
And
Close.
no, for Corey, not Vonn. Vonn, that you.
Oh.
I'm thinking. I almost wanted to say Libra because I felt like if you was Libra like me, but I'm gonna go with Taurus.
Okay. And you're gonna stick with that.
I'm sticking with those. Those are my final answers.
Well,
how did I do?
One is wrong.
Oh, okay. So
Corey's a Cancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. It takes a cancer to recognize a cancer, baby. Okay. Okay. He said, no, I see my people, Corey. We see each other. Vonn. Okay, let's see, Vonn. Go. So clearly we're failing the couples challenge already because we are not off to a good start.
Vonn is definitely a Capricorn Taurus.
Vonn gets everything.
It's one of the three.
Honestly, I'm so glad that like we're doing this because
Right.
I am just under the impression like, okay, everyone knows our signs. Like I've done something. No,
That's true.
they
People
still
don't.
don't know. They still don't know.
Don't.
I know.
And y'all
But yes.
are about to set it straight for the Islanders right now. We are all gonna know tonight, exclusive, coming in hot. The throuple treble is about to let us know and confirm their zodiac signs. So Niko's an Aquarius. He's an Aquarius. Corey's a Cancer. He's a Cancer. Okay. Vonn, go ahead and drum roll, please.
I'm a
I knew that.
Hey, you are giving Leo. Come over here.
Right.
I knew that.
Leo, step on that.
the builder.
It gives that.
It gives.
I knew that. Come
Medicine.
I love that. And y'all were also talking about Niko, sort of like, and we'll dive into this point, get into the game, and then get back into it. But sort of like the flipping of personalities, right, within the relationship, like the vibes, the personalities. I love that there's so much freedom for y'all to be who y'all want to be within your relationship. Tell me a little bit more about that. Is that easy to navigate? Is that hard? Is it like you don't know who you gonna get today? Like Corey, what attitude you gonna bring into to this Tuesday? I'm kidding.
I'm really full of hearts and rainbows.
Aww.
Styles.
Yes.
That's me.
Right. And what else?
I don't know about these two.
I'm gonna give y'all the real. Okay, so I feel like I'm definitely more of like the vocal one. Like I'm very expressive, but I don't hold on to stuff long. Like once I get you, I'm done. Right?
Oh, okay. One and done.
Yeah.
I love that.
Corey, you know, it takes him a minute to process things, but you know, he gonna get you after a while. But it's more of like I would say it's more of like his emotions. Like he doesn't really verbalize it. Sometimes you gotta pull that out of him. Vonn is like in between, literally in between. Like it just depends on the day with him. Like when he gonna get you and be done, and some days he may hold on to it a little bit longer.
Just a little. Just a little.
But for the most part, like it's good. Like you said, like we really do complement each other well. Like very balanced. You know.
It's kind of like hot, medium, warm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I like that. Hot, medium.
Is medium and warm the same
warm?
thing?
Yeah.
I think medium and warm would be the same.
Lukewarm.
I know hot is hot.
Hot, warm, and cold.
Hot, warm.
Oh.
Mild is what you're going for. Mild.
Lukewarm.
But these are lukewarm.
Nobody warm.
The people joining us is like, wait, what? What are we talking about?
All right.
Temperatures?
So you don't want to be cold. You're like a little. Okay, lukewarm is good. Lukewarm is good.
Lukewarm.
Yes, lukewarm. You can feed a baby.
But don't.
And so good.
I'm hot. Don't get it twisted. I think Corey is more feisty than I am.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't be seeing that.
I be seeing.
But we don't.
I see Corey.
You know.
So I see it.
Like
From a fellow Cancer.
Corey, you
like, would y'all prefer somebody to be like like very like direct, straightforward, and done with it, or do y'all prefer someone to kind of like milk it in a sense? Like, I'm not trying to be shady, but like, you know, like they process, but like
it's I want it right now. I'm like, we are going to fight right now.
What's it called? The one before the storm, kind of.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna go up and be crazy and like It's just sit back and think about what's gonna happen. I might say something in the process that I was like, damn, I probably shouldn't have said that. So I kind of like take a step back, regroup myself, and then revisit the conversation just to have a clear head of what I'm gonna say and how I'm gonna say it, so I'm not hurting the next person's feelings.
Right. And you know what?
You really do take your time. You step back and you think. I want to say that that's definitely like my impression of just watching the three of you. Niko, you give you could get with it, okay, if it gets to that point. All right, but you're gonna be nice, but you get with it. Corey, you're like, you know what? I'm a nice person, but don't try me. Don't test me. Don't test it. And you, Vonn, you like, oh, everybody can get it at all times from all directions. Let's go. Let's go. That's just my that's my. But we'll get into the different games and challenges.
What I feel like with Corey is Corey doesn't like to apologize. So Corey probably really before he says anything, he makes sure he means it. So when he says it, he doesn't have to apologize for it.
Are you saying that because you're a Cancer and you
no,
recognize your own?
because he said he thinks about stuff before he says it. Was that right?
ooh, it's clean.
Yeah, you got correct. But
I'm gonna say I do apologize.
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah.
He does.
One thing about accountability across the board, like we do really good with that. Like, and I would say we don't well, I'm not gonna say we don't always hurt each other. Oh no, I don't think we hurt each other's feelings. We can't get it. Like I said, we don't have let me be honest, we don't have the blueprint to dealing with 3 black gay men.
Right. We do.
So you know,
we don't have it for 2.
So look, if we struggling over here, we can't imagine. It's real tough on y'all, but y'all make it look easy because y'all are so cute, so in love.
I just feel like we're more of a good like best friend.
yeah.
Like that would really like even do the ups and the downs and the the good times and the bad times. We're like, and yes, we're in love, but we're really like best friends.
Yeah.
And we do everything together. We're all together all day, all times of day. We eat together, shop together.
Everything all the same shit. So it's like it definitely helps.
Yeah.
Can we get some hearts for that in the comments, y'all? There goes the jams we told y'all they were gonna drop. Okay, not the jams that they've already dropped on Spotify, but this is a jam. Okay, this is a jam. And no, this is so true. I think it's important that you are definitely best friends, friends with your significant other, with your partners, because then if y'all can't be friends, then what are we doing, right? You need to be sure that you got somebody you can go home to, somebody that you can have conversations with. And do y'all really do everything together? Like everything?
Yeah.
For the most part,
yeah. And it's genuine. It's not forced. It's nothing like is because we definitely have our own personalities, but it's just happened to be that way. Like I said, we don't know how it happened. It just
I think, like you said, because we like all the same things. We like all the same games. We're the same clothes, the same type of shit. We can't help it.
Yeah. That's called we're right for each other, baby. It takes 3. It takes 3. Okay? Listen. All right. So y'all ready for the Throuples challenge of tonight? The game has been tailored to the theme of what we are discussing. So tonight is obviously love has no limit, but I think specific to you all, y'all are the Zodiac kings and queens, okay? So y'all supposed to know more than all of us. Niko, I know you said you done learned up on it now. Yeah. Let's just see how much you done learned up on astrology.
Yeah.
Astrology, okay? So we're going to get into the signs. You have 10 seconds each. Each question questions. Each question is you'll have 10 seconds to come up with the answer. Some of these answers you have to give at the same time. Others will be a little bit laxed. And y'all can just say it out. And some you have to write down. So, y'all got something to write down with?
I got.
Oh,
let me get something.
Yeah.
And see, where your tablet?
Oh, I'll be right back, y'all.
Okay. Be right back, Mom, baby. We are waiting for you. Y'all, don't be nervous, okay? This is supposed to be very easy.
This is a little. I'm like.
Are you sweating? Y'all sweating? No?
Yes.
I see the ring light is on. It's not too hot.
It's hot as hell.
I imagine being so high, because y'all look like y'all are definitely higher.
Yeah.
Live on a much higher floor.
So when we first moved here, we was actually on the penthouse floor, but we did not have a balcony, and the air conditioner broke.
Oh.
So we ended up moving down to the 10th floor, but we love this way better. We have the balcony. We ain't had no AC issues. Thank you, Jesus.
Right.
And
the penthouse was nice, but it was more industrial. It wasn't no colors up there. It was just buildings.
We felt like isolated in a sense.
I don't like that. Y'all need color. Y'all need liveliness.
Definitely.
Are we getting an apartment? Have y'all already done an apartment tour?
No. We did not do an apartment tour.
really should.
We just moved. Like, it was like, I literally was telling myself, like, I want to live in California, and Corey and Vonn was just like, yes.
Well, we were supposed to go to Florida first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Go ahead.
Oh, we're not doing Florida.
Exactly.
But the NAACP issued that travel ban, and we ended up. And we was like, oh no, we're not going there.
Yeah. Turn right back around. Look, we are happy for our girl Dochi representing the Swamps and the Floridians out there.
Yes,
We are happy for Dochi, but we had no business being in Florida. No, we did not. Okay, without further ado, y'all ready for the game, boys?
Yeah, we're ready.
All right, so the name of this game will be called Triple Threat Astrology.
Triple threat astrology, because that's what y'all are. Triple threat. Okay.
The first question, this one you don't have to write down. You can just say it after. Carl will give you 10 seconds, and you just say the answer.
Are they saying it together?
Yeah, they can say it together. This one you can calibrate.
So this is something light. Something light.
Something light just to start. Okay. Which planet rules the sign of Cancer?
Niko, what was that face?
Are we collaborating or is it individual?
Yeah, you can collaborate for this one.
Okay. Start the time over.
Okay. Okay, I'll start the time over.
Sorry, let me be more specific. Which planet or star rules
Okay.
the sign of Cancer?
Rules the sign of Cancer. Okay. What did you say, Niko?
Is it Moon?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, that made you sweat a little bit, huh, Niko?
I wrote Moon.
Moon.
I saw Vonn was like planet. Then when I said star, he was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, star.
Star. Because they're stars. Okay, you all have to write this one down.
Who is more likely to remember astrological birthdays?
Who's more likely to remember astrological birthdays? We know this.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, and the answer is
Me.
You're not even right.
I sure did.
Oh, you
The fingers roll.
They said.
Oh, that do that too. We can do that for some of the questions.
What?
The finger. You don't have to write sometimes.
Oh, that's actually fun. I like that. Y'all just do
Point.
Just point to the person. Okay. So 2 points.
Okay,
so far.
2 for 2. All right. Okay.
Shall we get a little bit of spice?
Yes.
Spicier. A little spicier.
Ooh, this one is a little spicy.
All right, baby. Here you go.
Is Corey a cardinal, fixed, or mutable sign?
Oh, we know this.
Oh.
They're too easy. I might as well just make it 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the answer?
Cardinal.
Yeah.
I wrote it.
Yes.
I almost heard carnivore in this.
That's a nice plant over there. I like that.
Look over there. I'm glad
Y'all distracting us. Okay, look, strategy. I see the strategy. It's going on right there.
All right. What is one thing Charles is good at that you think is related to his sign? For this one, Vonn and Corey will answer. Charles, you don't have to answer.
Related to his sign?
Ooh. Oh.
What?
Easy. We know this.
We
man.
know this. We know this. 3, 2, and 1. It wasn't the answer.
Okay.
No, because
What was that? What was that?
think about it.
What did you say?
I was gonna say creating, but you cannot perform without creating the performance, okay?
Amen.
So, and the reason why I said creating is because it's more broad.
And I put twerking.
Performing.
Spectrum.
It is working is within the performing spectrum.
And
I
it's
do
creative.
agree.
It's creative.
I do agree, and it is creative.
Right? Okay. And
So what are you saying?
I think we're gonna give it to y'all. We
Okay.
love y'all too much. There are 4. You guys have 4 for 4. We are writing down all the brands in partnership. Tinder, okay. TikTok,
Instagram.
wine coolers.
Right.
And then
all right. The wine coolers. Let's make sure we keep a note because it's time to get the checks. This could be a 2-point question.
Okay, yes. Who is most likely to ghost someone based on their sign?
Ooh. Wow. We ghosted out here? Okay. 3, 2, 1. And the answer is
Me.
Oh! Charles, you would be the one to most likely ghost.
yes. And it's because I have.
You're experienced in this, huh? Oh, wow. And that's okay. You know what? You needed to pivot and change.
Right.
Okay.
We live and we
We listen and we don't judge.
right.
We listen, we
That
don't judge. We're not judging here. And that will not start tonight on Gay Caribbean Island, okay?
Ooh, this one is a little more, difficult for me. I'm sure for you it will be a walk in the park. What is the name of the point in a birth chart that represents the ascendant or a rising sign?
Ooh. Ask it again.
I gotta answer this too.
All right.
Oh, I give you a multiple choice. Within the question, there's a hint.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
All right, so what is the name of the point in the birth chart that represents the ascendant or rising sign?
And then the multiple choice are?
The choices are the descendant, the west point, rising point, or the ascendant.
Okay.
God damn it.
I told you it's this.
Yeah.
Ascendant.
Yes.
Oh,
I just made up the other point.
I think this game is making y'all a little nervous.
I just made stuff up.
Like, point.
I know what you mean. I was like, there's no west point or no north point. What are you talking about?
All right, no more easy ones, y'all. Y'all have too many easy ones.
yeah, now I know what the
Go with
question.
a different one.
Oh, yes, this is perfect. What is the symbol for the sign of Aquarius?
Oh, I can draw with, I can see.
Oh.
That one.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And what is that? What is that drawing we just did with our...
Because they're the water carriers.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's it's waves.
Wait.
Listen, let's not make Vonn any more nervous than he is to tell it is the water bearer.
The wavy line.
The wavy line. So you said the water carriers. I love it. We're going to start calling it the water carriers from now on.
Yeah.
But the water bearer with the wavy lines that you were just doing. Okay. Good.
8.
Okay, I think if y'all, this is the game point. Here we go. Don't give him an easy one.
Ooh.
Oh.
Who is most likely to forget an anniversary?
Okay, most likely to forget an anniversary.
Oh.
Don't look left and right. We're gonna need the answer and the pointing together at the same time. And it is No. What is it? All three of you are likely to forget an anniversary?
What happened was, I remember at the top of the year, I'm at work, and Niko called me, and he said, baby. I said, hey, baby, how you doing? He said, it's been 2 weeks, the anniversary done passed, didn't nobody say nothing, no gift, but nobody remember.
But see, that's why I pointed to all of us, because we suck at celebrating anniversary. We don't, that's literally.
Oh my gosh! I would have thought it would have been Vonn.
Yeah. The last.
Vonn.
Yeah, but Vonn, you got Corey pointing at you, and technically, I know Niko was saying all three of you, but Niko was kind of saying you too. So you are the person double who is most likely to forget an anniversary.
So what y'all trying to say?
We're starting trouble. We're starting trouble for treble.
Corey, look. All seriousness, we do not celebrate anniversaries.
It's bad.
I don't want to say we don't
We
celebrate. We try to, but mostly if we remember. If we don't remember, we'll just be like, damn, we forgot. But we'll make it up and then just celebrate it and like it's the day of the anniversary, even though it's 2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks been past. Okay.
We go out year round.
Right.
And y'all are always out having date night together. You know, y'all are always outside. Like the last time checking in with y'all is y'all went to Coney Island or something like that. Like it was a theme park.
It was either the state fair or
I can't remember.
Was it Foodie Land?
Foodie Land.
That's what it was.
About these bags?
Yeah, I saw like attraction and things over there, and I was like, oh, it's like a park, but it was really cute. I mean, y'all really do.
And maybe it was the fair.
Oh, it was the fair.
Yeah.
It was for your birthday.
We did.
We good at birthdays.
Oh yeah, we love a birth.
We always celebrate birthdays.
I know more about where y'all have been than y'all know where you've been. Okay, I'm tuning in more to treble than treble is tuning in to treble. What's going on? Okay, well, unfortunately, y'all did not take this one, but that's okay. Y'all are the second highest throuple to have 8 points tonight. So y'all are second in the lead for the couples challenge. So everybody, that's okay. We still love them. Give them some hearts in the comments, some love for the amazing effort. Amazing effort tonight, okay? And hopefully they will redeem themselves with some questions we have for them tonight. More on Love Has No Limit. Before we get into the Q&A, we know some of y'all asked your questions already. So the first question we want to ask y'all, right, about love having no limits, obviously being able to be free within your relationship and loving on each other the way you do, being best friends, Corey, like you said. How do you balance the individual needs? I think we also got that question today. Like, do the two of you like gang up on one, or like are you always all in accord? How do you balance the need of everyone within the relationship, right? And how do you make sure that you stay whole in doing that as well?
Now, for play, we'll gang up on each other. Like, but in all seriousness, it's never been a situation where like two people was mad at one. Like in the entire years we've all been together, it's just never happened. So, but I like when two of us will be getting into it. Someone always is like mediator, and they do like really, really well. Like if me and Corey is going at it, Vonn does well. If it's Corey and Vonn, I do well. Like I feel like that balance is there.
Yeah.
And do y'all choose sides? So y'all don't choose sides. You guys are all in it together.
If we try to like balance it in a way, like if people are like really upset, everyone has to apologize. People need to take accountability now. If someone is dead wrong, we don't do it in front of the other person. In a sense, like we're like, we're hashed out. Y'all separate, boom, 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 boom. But then the person who wrong, we're gonna be like, you wrong.
All right.
And it's kind of sometimes it's hard because we're men. It's hard for people to take full on accountability when they feel like they're being embarrassed in front of an audience, even if they did. And that's something that I had to learn because, again, I will be the one to be like, no. And it's like, Niko, come on now.
Right.
Like, putting us, you know, on blast, and it's just kind of like, you know, we get it, but you kind of rubbing some dirt in that wound. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, don't throw salt on a wound now. The horse while the horse is already down.
I come from a family of 6, and that's just kind of like part of my trauma. Like, for everybody, it is. You get your ass whooped in front of everybody. Like, it is what it is. Right. But, you know, I've learned.
I feel like with me, in that sense, my dad was like that, and I never liked that. It's like, it's kind of like if we have issues or a problem, we can step aside where one of us or anybody else in the room don't really kind of like, I would say, like you said, it's not an audience. It's not somebody just looking and then it's kind of like, well, damn, like, we could have went back there and talked. Now, I'm going to have to go eat it up in front of everybody right here, too. So it's just like to stop all of that commotion and that extra tension on, we'll just be like, you know what, let me go speak to him real quick, you know, to see if we can get this problem resolved.
Right.
Back.
Yeah, I like that because, like, with me, like, if you embarrass or, you know, cause a scene or try to embarrass the person or make them feel ganged up in front of everyone, like, there's no resolving nothing because you ain't getting no apology now because I'm going to be on 10. So I totally understand you're like, you know, okay, you can't show, you definitely don't want your partner feeling like, you know, we're both on them and we're both attacking them. And because that's not going to get anything resolved. So I like that you guys separate to divide and conquer and care about each other's feelings. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things in a relationship. And y'all are like doing that perfectly.
And y'all have also talked about your families. Do your families know about all of you? Or, okay, how is that? How is that? It's spicy.
The thing, because, okay, so, like, I've been talking, y'all talk first and I'll talk last.
Okay, well, first. Let me go first.
Are you even out?
Vonn?
Like when Errol used to like talk all the time, it was mostly me, child. Errol like
he does that for me too. I believe you.
He does a good job because I remember
There you go. It's a thing.
I was chronically single. And I was single because of like many reasons, but like one of the biggest ones was that like I don't like to waste time, and I just feel like everybody deserves the best. Not the best, but like the best thing for them. Yeah. And I was like actively in search of that. And so every day I'd be like, Errol, I need to find me somebody because I can't.
Me can't bother.
Can't bother. And Errol would always say, stop looking for it and it will find you.
Aww.
Errol, I'd be so annoyed because what do you mean? If I'm not what you mean it's gonna find me? And I would say it happened I stopped looking and it quite literally found me, which is wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, little throwback. I enjoyed that, yeah. So Errol, thank you for being my therapist.
Well, thank you for being a voice. You know?
Now, Vonn, that's gonna cost you at $500 for that therapy.
Right. You're gonna use my bed.
Charge it.
I wish I could take credit for this beautiful relationship, but I can't.
We can't.
I was just a ear on the wall.
And you found something, I think, where you blossomed.
Yes.
You have blossomed into the superstar, hot tamale person that you are. Like, really, like, I felt like Niko and Corey really brought you out of your shell. And then you said, hello, world. And now you doing, Nika. You know what I'm saying? Look, when we put the jam on, it's Friday night. We listening to treble, okay, on a Friday night.
Listen.
Is there more coming? Is there more music coming, boys?
Go ahead.
Eventually.
I need more.
Lord have mercy. Y'all done gave him ammunition.
No. It's like pulling teeth. Okay, like, and it's like, and I blame myself because I am, when it comes to like art, I'm very like strong, you know, so it's just kind of like, I'm like, y'all got it, like, y'all get it, you know, and sometimes it's just kind of like, I can't bear it, you know, so But you know, I definitely feel like we should do music and put out stuff. Like, you know, I encourage them all the time. Like, y'all are really, really talented. Like, I'm a strong lover. You know, like that's just who I am. And sometimes it's just kind of like I feel stifled. You know. So.
Oh, that is never.
Listen, Vonn and Corey, y'all need to get it together.
I would say I also feel like too it's just like my training. Like I went to school for this, so I'm very militant when it comes to like different stuff. So you know, versus Corey and Vonn, this is something they do more so for fun. Like I was the one that wanted to make performing a career. Versus they're just like you know we're supporting, and then it's like Vonn has the voice of an angel, and Corey can write anybody under a bus. So it's just kind of like you know when you see talent in people, you just want like come on, but it's like. Know, baby steps, you know, like I have to be patient with their process because you know everybody's journey is different. So
I love that. I love that. Shout out to you being so self-aware.
Yeah.
Not only for you, but for the journeys that both Corey and Vonn are also on, right? Like you're giving them grace and giving them space to figure out who they are so that y'all all can be your best selves for one another. I think that that is so beautiful. Okay, so one last question before we start. We get into a couple more questions from the viewers.
Oh, hold on. Before that, I was gonna tell them. I know exactly why Corey's problem. Corey, I know what your problem is.
What is the problem?
Corey's problem is that he's a master of too many things at once. So
okay, so Corey's
Corey is too talented. He's too talented for his own good.
Erry's saying that because he's also good
That's
at a
me.
lot of things.
I do too many things.
Erry cooks, Erry sews, Erry sings, Erry does all the things.
No, that's not me.
Yes.
Barely. But I know exactly how it feels, you know, to be just want to do everything all at once, like so much things going on. And then once I hit a minor inconvenience, I'm like, okay, I'm forgetting it. I'm like,
the minor inconvenience is
No, but I feel like it's everything. And you want to know why? The thing with Corey is Corey does not know how talented he really is. He does not. So it's like you know, but Corey doesn't know, but he really is talented. And so it'll be like Corey wants to model, rap. Corey can cook. Corey can cook. And Corey's like, oh, it just sounds like so much, and I can't be bothered. Oh Lord, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. And then Corey will talk himself out of doing everything. And we're like, what y'all?
Corey, here. We're here, Corey. We're here.
Y'all see each other.
I'm the same way. He ain't no different.
Yeah, no.
You've been called.
Listen.
You've been called out.
I'm without
The question is, in regards to y'all sharing your love and sharing your relationship on social media as a throuple, is there ever fear of one day not working out? You know, like you guys are ever scared of in the future now that you've proclaimed your love for each other on social media? Is there ever a fear with like, oh my gosh, now that we're out there, is there pressure to keep this up? Do we get scared that if something goes, you know, something doesn't quite work out, what do we do in that situation? Or y'all just like, we got it, we're good, we're in love, we're happy together forever. We ain't worried about that.
Both.
Yeah.
And it's funny because going back into like the whole art and like doing music with each other, that's kind of like that gray area for us where it's kind of like, I've been told it's hard to love General Niko and my husband. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of causes a little discomfort. So it's like we're still trying to figure out how to balance that. But again, stepping away from it and just enjoying the relationship, like we're good. So it's just kind of like, I guess once we get, like I said, once we find someone who could do it for us, like a manager, a choreographer, someone who can put their like artistic direction off on us, that way we're more of students versus it's like, all right, me trying to direct everything, I feel like it would get a lot better.
Listen, y'all definitely need a team because y'all are on this is y'all.
They're on the shooting star. Everybody, you know, Nochi, everybody. Y'all done harnessed yourselves and y'all have taken off. I mean, really created a community, and I think your message and your content is so relatable.
Oh,
for a lot of people. Yeah.
And it's necessary.
It's necessary. And like I said before, I want to see y'all go so far. Like I am loving the Destiny's Child like hot couple. Like
we can find a different name, babe.
like, no, I know.
The
I know.
Beyonce.
It's not
the
that.
Beyonce.
No, what I mean by that is like it's so for me kind of like nostalgic to just see just three. There's something about the three of y'all together winning and making it happen that I think is so appealing, you know, and you kind of just you want to see y'all go like this. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Okay, so we have one more question. Now, we talked a lot about Niko, you sort of like being on your journey and feeling like you have done quite a bit of work to figure out who you are today and to be comfortable at where you are at today. And this is more for Vonn and Corey. Is there ever pressure because of the accomplishment of one or the other? Do you feel a pressure to kind of have to meet that person where they are at? Like, does that ever feel uncomfortable? Does that motivate you? Like, how does that feel, and how do you navigate that?
Okay, I could go first.
It's an interesting. I love that.
You go first because
Okay.
I had a brain fart.
It's okay. It's okay. I smelled it.
Clear the air, everybody. Clear the air. Clear the air.
But so interesting because I remember when I had first moved in with Niko and Corey. Obviously, like they've been doing their thing, right? And internally, I was like, "Well, child, well, I got to do something. Like I can't be just in here just slumming it." I said, "Child, I got to, you know." And I feel like I created a sense of pressure for myself. Mm-hmm. And I remember when Niko came to me and he was like, "I just feel like you're just over here killing yourself to do something that you may not necessarily want to do. And if you don't do it, you don't have to do it." Now he said, if you want to do it, we're here to support you. But if you don't feel like you have to do it. And I remember it took him like a couple times like saying that like, you know, like you he motivated me to like start my own content. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that. But he's like, I can also tell that there's whatever that there's some iffiness about it. I'm like, I don't know what it is either. We figured out that I'm petrified of like what was it? Of what people like would like say about me, like, oh, he's cringy, he's ugly, like he's not funny, he can't dance. Like I'm petrified of like my image online.
Yeah, you are your worst critic. You are your worst critic. Like you think hard about yourself, about your craft, and you want that to be so well received. I think I could see that too, because you are so artistic with the things that you do. I see your vision, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody else also receives it that way. So I get you being hard on yourself as you work to present to the world Vonn, right? But trust me, you got it. You're doing good, Vonn. You're doing good. Yeah, and okay?
Ignore the noise. It's always
the noise.
Y'all know. Y'all get the love, and y'all also get the hate. So y'all know there are people there. Like as I tell Carl, if you're bed upon black, you can't talk to me. Like
from my point of view, I never felt pressured or any type of way or anything like that, because Niko, when me and Niko first started dating, he always was a performer. He always was in dances. I used to go on campus with him to his performances, his practices, and everything. And that was always his thing to do. Mm-hmm. And he always encouraged me to do content as well. Yeah. But him doing content never really made me feel like I needed to do more. Because, you know, me personally, I always enjoy doing content with him anyway.
Yeah.
For, like, fun of it all. Mm-hmm. He's doing it for a passion. I'm doing it with him because I like to, you know, do TikToks and do skits and stuff with each other. It's a good bonding thing. So,
that's very supportive
with his social media.
Wow. And what would be one thing you would absolutely like love to do or be passionate about, Corey? Like what's that one thing for you?
Okay, y'all, this is left field.
No, because I'm hearing the support. Yes, you are here for everybody. I love that. We also want to hear, well, what does Corey want to do? What do you love to do?
Yeah, I really want to be a teacher.
Oh, okay. We need more teachers. Why teaching? Maybe.
It's something that I always wanted to do. Like growing up, I've always wanted to be. I love kids actually. Love kids, love them down, and I've always been good with kids. But like I've done multiple times, I talk myself out of doing it.
I gotcha.
Every time.
Why?
I'm gonna go back, get my degree, become an elementary school teacher, probably first grade, second grade, maybe kindergarten.
Yeah.
But it's that was you really want to do? Do you really want to do that? Do you really want to deal with parents, kids, snot-nosed kids, principal? Yeah. That's how I take myself out of it. But I'm trying not to do that.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to always psych myself out and quickly being like, man, that look like it's a little bit too hard. Let me try to see if I can find something easier. Yeah. Which always bites me in the tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want that kind of a bite.
Yeah.
Unless it's coming from Niko and Vonn. But that But listen. No, do not psych yourself out, okay? Like I could see, you're giving such academic, I could see why you'd want to be kind of like in that space, those institutions, but go for it. And boys, Niko and Vonn, it is on y'all to push Corey to make sure that he goes after his dreams.
And I feel like I do a really good job of that, but again, I am a tough lover. So sometimes it's kind of like I find myself getting worked up for something that's not, it's kind of out of my control. Like he has to find it himself. So it's like, I'm always going to be like, well, you already know you can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm learning to get softer with it. Because at first I'm like, what are you doing? You can do this. Like they're just like, please, like I can't handle it.
You love Corey, you love him, but you want, even with all that love, for them to kind of navigate and figure out who they want to be without you overexerting yourself and over caring and sometimes being overbearing for them too, right? Because you could push them too far. So I love the balance that we are getting in this clearly well-versed relationship in zodiacs, right? Everybody is really balanced. Okay, last question. Okay, because what y'all are doing is super epic. Do y'all get a lot of hate, right, or love with obviously being a non-traditional relationship and throuple on social media? How do you take that?
Back to a question y'all asked before, we kind of didn't even, it's about our like families and stuff.
Right.
So,
Yes. Let's get into
Oh, my family, so honestly, like I said, I'm a PK, so I come from like pastors, and it was kind of like once they kind of got over the whole gay thing, everything else that came in, it was just like, oh, okay, like, like what's good. My people love me, like they love everything about us, they support us, like my mom is like literally my #1 fan. I work for my father, so we're good on that end. In terms of like people on the internet, like we get, I feel like a good balance. Like we get people who support us, but we also get people that's just like stuck in their misery. They have support, or like they try to put us in a box, or they prefer certain things that is more palatable for them in a sense. And it's just kind of gotten us to a point. It's just giving us tough skin. Like for me, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, so I'm kind of like used to that. But as a unit, I've definitely gotten stronger with it.
Yeah.
Wow. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yes.
I
Have that tough skin. What about you?
The thing is that these people that are, being mean and hateful in the comments and everything, and I feel like for them to have an effect on anything that goes over here, they would have to like pay a bill.
Okay.
So they not paying no bill. They ain't got no say.
What are you talking about?
So what are you talking about?
Yes. Listen.
You pay my bills.
And your family, Corey and Vonn, your families are also says accepting and open.
My family is trying. I'm trying. We're from the islands.
Yeah.
So
Island.
it's definitely harder for us to come to a point that Niko's family is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, amazing.
Oh my gosh. We be over there just twirling. And they're like, yes, live for the girls.
Child, I've been twirling for years.
Hello.
I love it.
When I tell you, and can I share this story, Bubba? So,
Yes, please share.
when my mom first met Corey or whatever, you know, she was trying to like put up her wall and stuff like that, and I was like, Corey, can you go to the carpet and get? So he went to go get something. I was like, Mother, I'm not playing with you. Bear with me. And this was like what, year 5, year 4? How long were we together before you met my mom?
It's like year 2 or 3.
Corey said sooner, much
sooner. And like after like she just started like absorbing his energy, it was just like now she treated him better than me.
She loves me.
You just hate that. Don't you just hate when the parents don't adopt your significant other? Right?
He had enough love. His mom, she knows like all of her favorite snacks. I was like, every time we come by the house, she got the coconut water, the cookie crunch. It's a God. I know that.
Beautiful.
I love that. No, y'all have that family bond support. Y'all got that family bond and support, and that is so good. Erry, it was the same thing for us too. Like as soon as I met Erry, I brought him over to Thanksgiving, child. I brought him over to Thanksgiving. I said, "Hello, this is my meat." You have all been put on notice, okay? And I do not want to hear it. And Niko, I feel so much of that for you as well. Kind of like you are unapologetically yourself. It bleeds into the personalities of Vonn and Corey. Y'all are all kind of like, this is who I am. Like, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying?
What you get.
What you get. And we are hoping to get so much more from y'all for the year 2025.
And onwards.
And onwards, boys, thank y'all so much for coming over tonight. Like, there's so many things we really want to get into, but we're going to have to do a part 2. We're going to have to do a part 2. And how was it? Wait, so y'all don't usually do lives, but how was this? Was it pretty?
How
good?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't too bad.
I enjoyed y'all's energy, but it's like, again, I militant. So I love plan stuff. I love when like it's organized. Like, okay, we're gonna post this here. Like, I'm really good with like content on the fly.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know what to do. What we doing?
Y'all are naturals.
Y'all are naturals.
Y'all are naturals. Y'all can do this.
Okay, I'm getting ready for y'all to.
Yeah, I need to be getting notifications that they're live.
On Saturday Night Live, all 3 of y'all, like a performance by Treble. Okay, can we manifest that? Can we call it in? Okay, there. And we will also money. This month.
Yes.
Bring the money.
And you're becoming a teacher, Corey.
Corey, you teaching all kids, which really need to
and these hoes.
Yeah. Listen, thank y'all so much. We hope to see y'all very, very soon.
Yes.
IRL. Thank y'all to everybody who stayed with us for this long on a Caribbean island to talk about love having no limits with Niko, Vonn, and Corey. Wait, we gotta do our photos before you leave, boys. Are y'all ready? Get together. Oh, they're so cute. How are we gonna do the hearts now? Because there's 3 of y'all. Oh, look at them! What is that? Okay, now we gotta do the hearts. Let's do the hearts. Yo,
yes,
yeah. There you go.
Right here.
Okay, there you go. All right, we got it. All right, boys.
Thank you so much for coming on the Caribbean island with us tonight.
Okay, I need y'all to ding 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 outside of Caribbean island. Let me see y'all. Okay, make your way out.
You gotta exit the thing.
So we are gonna